Yo guys, Chinky's here. Today we're bringing you guys a video on how to play Hunter Priest versus DK Priest on the Shadowlands pre-patch. So I'm gonna go through gear, PvP talents, and normal talents and essences, and then lastly I'm gonna go through how to win versus Hunter, and how to avoid losing. So first of all, gear. Haste verse. You can go a little bit mastery because mastery is better now. Cut of Death is still pretty good. This engineering helm is good. Magus Heart of Darkness is the best now. Other than that, the rest is really important. You can play a trinket if you want to. I'm not playing a trinket versus Hunter Priest though. Just playing Vita. Seems fine. Doesn't seem like you need the trinket. It's more you healer needs to get out of CC. Anyway, so talents. I'm running Necrotic Aura, Decomposing Aura, and Race Abomination. This just makes your other damage just have more value because Decomposing, his HP has a lower percentage, like high points, so you can easily kill him when he gets topped off. You could obviously play Necrotic Strike instead, or like Necromancer Bargain. Those are my two favorites. You can also play Dark Sim if you want to Dark Sim the Priest Fair. Rapture, Barrier, like any big cooldowns things. Yeah, I like playing Clawing Shadow though, like on the normal talents. You can play Elbow Serve. This is a bit more damage now because your mastery obviously increases your pet damage, and Infected Claw is also fine if you're playing the Necrotic Strike. If you're not playing the Necrotic Strike though, I would recommend going Clawing Shadow. Unholy Blight is the best right now. Increases your pet damage. So like if you pop this with Abomination and your Enraged pet, both of them are going to do 12% more damage, which is really neat. Spell Eater is still nice versus Hunters. They have Binding Shot baseline if they're MM or BM though, but Survival does not have it. So I still like AMS. They have a lot of magic damage the Priest does, plus like the Neck Essence just have like all the damage it does is magic. None of it is physical. And Holy Blight is the best out of these three. These two basically does no damage. This one does damage and gives you more strength. And then Unholy Strike, you could play the other two. I haven't really tested them too much. Gargoyle still seems a bit weak. Army of the Damned is okay to get lower cooldown Apocalypse, but then you might as well just be playing Necromancer Bargain. The 20% haste for 12 seconds is still good. I like the old Unholy Frenzy more still, but it's not that bad for burst damage. 1k damage is okay. Lastly though, essences. I'm playing Crit, Crucible, and Conflict, and Reaping Major. Now the crit is really important because crit is increased in PvP now. It used to be 1.5 and now it's 1.75. In PvE it's 2, so basically double damage. So now it's a little bit stronger, so you crit higher. Just 25% more damage on your crits basically. So this shit got buffed with the pre-patch. Crucible, the reason why you play Ancient Flame is that it's just randomly doing top damage. Like the damage it's doing over the 10 seconds is insane. Like it makes no sense. It'll be my top damage randomly every game. Conflict more verse is always nice. You could go haste instead, but I'm lacking a bit of verse, I feel like. Trying to keep haste and verse around the same level. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the two games then. Okay, so there's a couple of things that have changed with Hunters. So you guys are going to see, I'm just going to open up normally, pop in Holy Blight, pop some cooldowns. But my main goal here is actually not to kill the Hunter. It's just to kill the pet. Now the pet has a 5 or 6 second cast time, which is insane. So I just tried to kill the Hunter in the start. Then I'm just gonna end up hitting the pet. So you kill it once, he's gonna turtle recast it, then you kill it again. You guys are gonna notice because we already played against these guys, and they know I'm trying to kill the pet, so he's summoning it back and stuff. So I'm just gonna AFK because he can't really do much from range anyway. We basically have kind of the same damage from range, me and the Hunter, and the Priest like matchup. They also do the same damage. So just like the pet's just dying randomly. Like I don't know what the fuck is killing it. Like it's just I wasn't even hitting it. Yeah, right. It was Triple H filling proc. Okay, and we get double feared here. It's a little bit bad. But I'm about to get my crit. I'm at 14 stacks right now, or 11 stacks. I eat the trap. We're just like, in this meta right now, you just gotta pop Pain Suppression and Barrier and Raptor Shield like your priest. Just gotta pop it early, like, because the damage is so high. You can just die randomly way more now than you could before. But yeah, so I'm gonna just like keep focusing the pet. The priest is kind of healing it right now. But you know, I don't really care. Just gonna kind of chase it, hit it. I think hopefully I kill it. I got a Reaping Flame there, so it dies. And then he's gonna try to cast it again. So he doesn't realize that I can stop his cast forever. I have Death Grip for it, Pet's done, everything, you know. My priest can purge my MC. No way he can MC me and get a cast off. So he's gonna end up turtling to get the cast off. Now, as you guys can see, we're winning super hard on mana. I don't know why exactly. It just comes down to the enemy priest hasn't really learned how to play on this this pre-patch. And we kill it again. So basically, what happens when his pet dies is that the healing, they have a passive healing while their pet is alive. He loses that, plus he loses the MS. So the pet has like an MS auto attack thingy. It has like an ability it does. Anyway, so like, there's no way he gets his cast off and then just dress him and kill him. Because my priest can just stand there and do more damage because he doesn't have to heal me at all. Because the hunter is sitting there trying to cast a fucking resummoning pet. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on to the next game. Okay, so second game here. Tactics still the same. You know, I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive at killing the pet probably. But, so the pet, there's no point to dress the pet, for example, because the pet has a natural, like, avoidance. I think 80% avoidance on the pet, which is stupid. But yeah, as you guys can see, I'm not even hitting the hunter in the start now anymore. I'm just going straight for the pet. The priest kind of noticed, so he's healing it. You can easily top the pet because that's such a low he kills my pet. Killing a DK pet is kind of pointless though, unless it's enraged, in my opinion. But the big thing about killing the pet is the Reaping Flame does a lot of damage to the pet, percentage-wise. Dressed is pointless to do on, obviously, but like, if you had the Necrotic Strike, you wouldn't like Necrotic Strike the pet, for example, because it wouldn't do that much damage. So I'm kind of just like fighting them a little bit. Like, he's gonna go away, but he's calling his pet back, as you guys can see here. But he wants his pet to be auto-attacking me, or else he loses his MS effect. So it's kind of like an awkward situation for the hunter to be in, and like eventually I just like get slows on the priest to the point where he can't heal it. The passive healing the hunter doesn't do enough. I'm gonna almost die here though. Shit gets fucking scary. Hunter Priest is really, really good. Yeah. It's not an easy comp, honestly. But like, if you're able to kill the pet twice and the pet like just seems to die randomly from dots, and then you switch to it, or like the priest has to heal the pet. Yeah, so like you saw there, the priest was healing the pet. Like, I'm not really on the pet, but he's having to waste time healing the pet. And that gave me the opportunity to get a kill. So it's basically like there are 3 targets and I'm just able to cleave 3 of them, and then he has to focus and use cooldowns on the pet more often. Like, I almost die here, but like, you're doing so much passive damage, or like while you're dying, that like it just turns around. Like, you can see, like, before this he was healing the pet like 2 seconds before. Like, the pet is half HP, he goes to heal the pet, I don't kick that cast, but then I kick the cast that's on the hunter, and then I kill the hunter. So you can force, if you make him waste like 2-3 globals healing the pet, and then you kick him, you can easily grab a kill that way as well. So yeah, hope you guys like that. Like the video if you like, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll try to post a daily matchup every day. Anyway, peace guys.